It's Sunday, guys, which means we are about to do another weekly Forex forecast for the upcoming days with Chachi Forex. As always, I'll be showing you guys what is going to happen and all these pairs listed on the screen here. What are the levels I'll be looking for and why? What are the potential pips and risk to reward we can expect market to provide us? Of course, it will be based on the technical analysis I'll be doing with you guys as always. But hold on tight because we're also going to see what happened in the market from our last market outlook as well. And of course, it was mind-blowing because if you guys remember the first outlook, well, this one, the results, I'll let you conclude that. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let me roll the intro with the disclaimers and I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay, we are back, guys. So we gonna start with gold because gold is crazy. I'm actually shocked on what is happening on gold because, like, look at this. Okay, let me show you, then you can understand what I'm talking about. So that's what we forecasted last week on what was going to happen around gold. So check this out. Let's say that something like this, for example, this breaks to the upside and then retraces, then that will be beautiful to take a buy for where? For these beautiful supplies over here. That will be definitely the next target. So in hope. Well, check this out, guys. Picture perfect. And the most craziest thing is that this one here. So I always leave the drawing because every time that I do a market outlook, I'm gonna leave the drawing so you guys can see how it plays out. What we discuss about and why and whatsoever. But look at this. The first market outlook, that's what we had. Price broke to the upside, retraced, and I said it was coming here, and we could potentially see a sell reaction. Now, this one, you guys already seen it now. Literally, look at this. Like, price broke to the upside, it retraced. Indeed, it gave a very, very nice, beautiful entry over here. And guess what? The target came exactly as I forecasted last week. So basically, look at this. Like, literally picture perfect. You see the drawing? It's just crazy. And I'm saying, obviously, in gold, it's just been respecting crazily. Honestly, as I said, I don't trade gold. So I'm just doing it because I know most of you guys like that a lot. So yeah, that's the reason I'm doing it. But it's just crazy. So what's going to happen in gold? And let's see what can be our expectation for the next upcoming days or week. Oh, by the way, guys, before I keep continuing, I want you to, as always, I want you guys to be aware that everything I say, every market outlook is always only for educational purpose. It has nothing to do with signal service. It is not financial advice or any of it. It's just based on my pure experience and understanding and personal point of view. That's it. I'm sharing that for education purposes. I'm sorry, but I have to repeat this in every video because you guys have to be aware of all the risk involved when it comes to Forex trading. All right. So now let's get to it. So what's going on in gold is that we are higher time frame. So if we zoom out, right, we have, let's go to 4-hour daily. Okay, one second. Let me remove this. Beautiful. So you can clearly see I already got all the targets marked from our first market outlook. So, those are like long-term targets. Currently, you still can see the drawing is here. We are in a bearish order flow. Right now, we have retraced within this higher time frame, which I think is probably around daily or weekly. But this is not something that we need for our intraday trading. It's something for a long-term, just to understand where we are sitting right now and where are we going next. So what is currently happening is that it's true. We are bearish, right? Because internally, we're bearish. Prices is retracing, TP1, TP2, TP3 for swing trading, but internally for the next upcoming days, we gotta keep in mind that we are solely retracing within this zone. So what's going on is that we are still bullish internally in a smaller time frame, right? Externally, we are bearish. So understand the difference because this is very, very crucial and will help you to not get confused. So what I will be personally keeping an eye on is basically just following the order flow. So if I have to react to take a trade, I could potentially monitor something from somewhere around here for a potential buy. And if I go for a buy, this zone could be a potential nice target for TP1. I don't genuinely see anything across these zones, but in case if these zones doesn't hold and price wants to keep going higher, most likely it could reach somewhere around here. Now, this if in case the internal order flow, which is the current order flow, bullish, plays out. However, if it doesn't play out because price has reached a valid supply, after all, it grabbed very ton amount of liquidity, as I was explaining even on the other market outlooks. You guys can see there's a lot of liquidity over here, and then it tapped a very important supply, is a very, very important supply, this one. And then if in case the order flow gets broken, right? If price breaks this order flow, so basically we have this, then most likely I will look for a sell, and this sell will target at least at this zone here. Now we might be wondering why at least on this zone over here. Is because you can clearly see what type of scenario is happening over here. We have a nice liquidity grab to the downside. We have a nice build-up of liquidity over here. So the likelihood of price reaching this level for mitigation is extremely high, is needed. Okay. Now this is like, let's say over the next few days, but again, I'm still having the same big picture, because if we go for a swing trade, this is definitely the target where I'll be looking for a sell as a fast TP, because it's a very important demand zone to the left. However, this is exactly what I'm expecting for gold right now. So therefore, what I always say, and I hope you guys have watched the video about the prediction versus reaction, that's the most important things you have to have in your mind. Because let's be realistic, price just goes up and down, right? So you don't have to confuse yourself on, oh, I'm predicting this, I'm reacting to this. No. So as I said, right now, price is going bullish. I will just react to it. However, my prediction, my forecast could also say that if in case this demand doesn't hold, then that's what I will be looking for a nice sell. As simple as that, all right? So this being said, I think that's pretty clear on what's going on for gold. Let's see if I can have another picture perfect scenario, same as what happened over the last 2 weeks actually on gold. Oh, sorry, just 1 second. Yeah, on gold. And yeah, that's it. That's why I'll leave it to gold. And now let's move to the next pairs, which is, let me see. Oh, usdjpy. All right, so usdjpy, that's what we had last week. And let's see what
Since
happened.
the high has been broken, I will potentially wait for, let's say, some retracement, right, somewhere below here, within this zone, right, within this zone. And then eventually, I can go for a buy. And so don't fight the order flow.
All right, so my expectation was price was here last week, beginning of Sunday, was waiting for price to retrace and then going higher. And let's see what actually happened on usdjpy. And voila, here we go. I still got the drawing. I didn't remove anything. Let's zoom it out a little bit. And here we are. So you guys can clearly see that now what actually happened is very, very interesting though, is that I said on the video last week that this high will be broken. So let me go actually, that was, I think it was 4 hour, right? So that was 4 hour. So, okay, so let me see where is the drawing. Here we go. So I've said the price is going to retrace and then it's going to go higher. That's what I was expecting based on the order flow in 4 hour. So what happened technically, you can clearly see that price started the week. It built a lot of liquidity here. It took the liquidity out, and then it gave a nice retracement within this blue zone that I had over here for a nice continuation to the upside. However, what happened is that, and what I'm expecting over the next few days, now this is a very, very tricky one. Why is it a tricky one? Because last Friday we had an NFP. So this week, price coming all the way below here, it was a result of what actually happened within the news. So now this is getting interesting because you have to be very cautious when you're in this type of situation for a simple reason, because you don't know if this is a break of structure or is just a stop hunt due to the news. However, as I always say, I follow the order flow. I don't care about the liquidity grab whatsoever. For me, if this is a violation and is a signal for price to go to the downside, right? So it's a break of structure. What I will be doing personally is that I will wait for price to reach somewhere within this zone, within this box, right? And then potentially look for some sort of smaller time frame confirmation in order for me to take the trade and target all the way down here. Okay, so you guys know already that that's what I had marked out from the last market outlook. You can clearly see the higher time frame. We are bearish because we broke the higher time frame order flow. I didn't remove the drawing because we will be anyway working on these pairs every week. In the meanwhile, if you guys need more pairs or you want to see other different pairs, just write down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to bring that as well. So we know higher time frame we are bearish. However, as always, in a smaller time frame we are going bullish. So we have to reflect that and we have to respect that. However, right now, based on what we have seen over here with this week, means that higher time frame and smaller time frame, they're aligning together. There is a potential for them to align together. Therefore, if I see price reaching somewhere around here within the next few days, giving me smaller time frame confirmation, this zone will be my first target for sell, like literally this demand zone. Okay, so we can potentially see a nice formation here and sell all the way down here. However, if for any reason this is a stop point and this is not valid, then we can see if price violates, and so it goes above this high, so it breaks this high, and if it does, then definitely I'll be looking again for a retracement and then go for a buy. The same exact things I said over here, right? So that's pretty much USDJPY, and yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's see what we got next. So let me remove this. That was gold. We already seen gold. That was USDJPY. All right, cool. We have EURUSD, and let's see what was the forecast for EURUSD.
supply zone, or let's say this week because this is a stop hunt, I guess probably due to news, then if we see some sort of shift like this, we can potentially target a buy at least all the way above this zone. Okay, so that will be the two potential scenarios I can see.
All right, eurusd was pretty close to the same exact things that happened with gold. Check this out. Let's go to eurusd. Like, guys, check this out. It's crazy. Like, check this. Isn't that crazy? Look. So that's why I said that if price breaks to the upside, because if it doesn't respect the supply and it breaks to the upside, we have a retracement. We can go for a buy at least. I say at least all the way above here. Check this out. That's what we had, right? We didn't have the break, unfortunately, the way we wanted. So therefore, this could have been, I think, if I have to be real honest with you, that would have been a stop loss for me. Now, why it would have been a stop loss is because if I wouldn't have taken, let's say, you see price came into the supply and it gave a break of structure, small time frame, confirmation, I would have probably taken this. But if I wouldn't have taken this and I would have seen this, I would have probably taken this trade. I didn't take it, but it would have been a stop loss for me. However, you can clearly see that, as I said, the price broke also to the upside. So if we would have broken to the upside, we could have seen price coming all the way here. So eventually, yes, we did reach this level. You can clearly see that we reached this level, but we couldn't get any entry unless you would have taken something around, let's say somewhere around here, but I would have personally not taken anything. And yeah, this is what it is. We reached the target and now currently going down. So what can we expect for eurusd? I'm sorry for the drawing, actually. Wow, today I'm going to be clearing up all this drawing over here. So make sure that, you guys have better view on that. But you guys know already that for a very long time, I had some sell target on eurusd. And currently, eurusd is just going down, down, and down. So definitely over the next upcoming days and weeks, if not, we can see actually price coming at least on these zones over here. So you can see I got one red line, which is this demand zone over here, and then got another one below here, but this is like a very extreme, like a swing trade. However, for the time being, I think eurusd is going here, and then we go, I got another blue line, which is this zone, actually this blue zone over here, and why this zone? Because this is the most extreme demand zone that actually led price to come all the way above here. So nothing really advanced, nothing really crazy. So don't fight the order flow. Currently, what would be beautiful to see, one of the beautiful things is that if we see, for example, price breaking this low, right, like this, and obviously it's going to reach the TP, we can look for further sell from this zone, right, or potentially from this zone. So pretty much, long story short, like within the next few days, we can actually even go for a buy. So if we see smaller time frame like this, right, going for a buy, and then from here we could look for a potential sell all the way down there. That's it, a simple set, nothing complex. That's all I'll be looking for eurusd. Currently, sell will be the priority. Don't want to fight the order flow, and yeah, let's keep it like this. So let's see now what we got next. So we've seen eurusd. Let's see on gbpusd.
Market has to break at least this high in order for you to consider any potential buy into the supply. What supply are we going for? Well, we can easily go for this supply, and this supply. Okay, that's it. Nothing complex.
All right. So
see that shift of momentum to the upside. I'm not even considering any more buys or any.
Exactly. So what I said is that if we see this buy going to the upside, right, then break of structure, then we can target 1, 2, 3 zones. So let's see what actually happened on gbpusd, and voila. Guys, this is crazy. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't have, look, I even sniped one of my targets. So I said 1, 2, 3. These were the three targets I had for a buy last week. And there we go. So 1, 2, 3, you guys can see. I wanted to see this. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. Yeah, we had this breaking to the upside. I would have waited for further to come all the way down here to take the buy, but it didn't happen. And same as eurusd, if I would have taken this trade for this sell, like from here all the way down here, right? You see, it came to the supply, it broke to the downside, that would have been on the stop loss. So you see, I mean, pretty much you know, when you guys have set an expectation, like for example, now, this is very important. This is a lesson I want you guys to take away, right? So for example, you see there's another drawing, because on the video I also mentioned that this is the supply zone holding the whole structure to the downside. So if I see a confirmation like this, I'll definitely go for a sell. So you can see that actually we had that because price came to the supply, then broke to the downside, retracement. I would have taken that, and here we go, another stop loss. But guess what? I would not be surprised or even freaking out because I also had, this was a reaction. So what I was doing to take the trade was a reaction out of the supply. But my other forecast and prediction was, if I fail to do so, where are we going next? Well, guess what? Even if I've taken the stop loss here, I would have known already the price will have come all the way up these zones, and that's what happened exactly. It came here and then boom, melted. So you know, this is very, very important that you guys take in consideration, because don't marry the bias. Just always have the two sides of the coin, okay? Because this is very important. So if you hit a stop loss, you wouldn't be surprised at all. Now, this being said, let's move to gbpusd and see what we can expect for the upcoming days, if not weeks. So again, I have this blue range, blue line. I promise guys, I'll clear all the graph next time and bring everything more clear. But you can see I already had targets 1, 2, 3 for a very long time. So currently we're going sell. I mean, I don't see any reason for price to go buy. At least price has to come 1, 2, 3. These are the zones. The same reason as the eurusd, extremely important demand zone that led all the way to the high structure above on gbpusd. So yeah, let's see if over the next few days we can see the same things as eurusd, break into the downside, see any clear potential buy, but for scalp, because I don't want to honestly go for buy. I'll be anyway looking for sell. I'll be prioritizing sell from here or from here, and then let's see where we go next. All right, so probably something like this, and then we go to the downside. All right, beautiful. Now we got 2 more, and let's see what we got in eurusd.
30 minutes, right? So I'll be monitoring for potential buy from here and any potential buy from here, where was my initial pending order. If in case we fit.
All right, so eurusd again, I had this markup. Those were my targets, the blue lines over here. I was looking for buy last week, to be honest, nothing around sell, and voila, check this eurogBP target. That was the target 1 that we reached actually the week before. That was the target 2. We came to the target 2, and then what happened is that unfortunately I couldn't take any buy, yeah, but there was a beautiful buy. So I said here that I would have looked for buy here and here. That was the beginning of last week. However, you can see that in the meantime, when I was waiting for price to come here, price actually created a new order flow. So potentially we could have taken a very nice trade from somewhere around here for at least 44 pips, right? Now, if you would have taken, I don't know, with 4 pips or 5 pips, or even, you know, you would have done very stop loss entry, and you would have done very nice risk to reward. So it was a very clean setup. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, we could have looked for another buy over here, but if you would have waited for smaller time frame confirmation, you could have saved your loss. But if you would have left the pending order the way I do most of the time, I would have hit a stop loss over here, but I would have anyway made it from this TP over here. So what's going on in eurogBP is that we are still within this leg, the huge leg we've been monitoring for actually a very long time, and currently is interesting because price, I told you last week, they broke to the downside, this demand zone, and now it has retraced. It reached few of the targets that are marked out in blue line, and most probably this is very interesting because we just broke the order flow, so everything is aligning together. So this is the low we broke right now. So it would be nice to see price doing something like this over here, coming somewhere like this, let's say somewhere in this zone, having a smaller time frame shift, once again taking the trade and target all the down here, where at least this zone. Okay, so if I go sell, this would be beautiful target for a sell over the next few days or week. If I were to go buy, I still got all the targets over here. So again, right now the order flow is bearish, so don't fight the order flow, keep following the order flow. So if this doesn't play out like the way I've drawn over here, definitely you know where it's going next, which are these 2 zones. So don't be surprised about it. That's it. That's pretty much eurogBP. And let's go the last one we got on the list, which was usdchf. Oh, usdchf is very mad,
which is this low, this high. Therefore, if we see something like this somewhere around here, it would be a very beautiful buy to the upside. And as usual, if we don't have...
All right, cool. So we had this range, I said retracement, and then we'll go for buy, potentially. All right, so I was expecting price to retrace. However, usdchf unfortunately got a bit wild over the last few weeks. I mean, obviously, it played out anyway. I had the range, so you guys can see. Sorry, I got to remove all this drawing. I know I'm extremely sorry for that. Just I left all this drawing from last week, and sorry, once again, from the other videos as well, but I promise, as I said, I'm gonna clean up all this. I'm just gonna keep only the fresh drawings that we'll be doing every week. So what did I say is that that's what I was expecting. We had a range. I was expecting price to retrace, come all the way around here in the zone, and then go to the upside. However, something interesting happened. You can clearly see that price actually did what I was saying, came all the way down here, but it did not respect this demand zone. Okay, so this demand zone over here. So what is this telling me is that if this demand zone did not get respected and we broke to the downside, most likely we gonna now go for sell. Okay, so sorry, let me remove this, this, and this. All right, so we most likely going for sell, the same exact scenario that we had on usdjpy. And so what we're gonna be doing, or what I'll be personally doing or taking an eye, is that if I see some sort of supply, okay, supply has been already tapped over here. So if I see some sort of, confirmation, as always, I can take the trade all the way down to at least, let me see, yeah, at least as a fast TP would be nice to see somewhere around there. Okay, so that would be beautiful for the sell. That what we'll be looking for. Then of course we have further zones 1 and 2, and then we might have something probably around here as well, but that's not important. This one is very important as a fast TP for sell. Definitely a nice drop we can have it. And then if we go for buy, for the buy, of course, as I said, in a bigger picture, we're still bearish. So let me go on a higher time frame. What's going on? We're still bearish. I said almost from 2 weeks now, I'm expecting price to reach at least the supply zone 1 and 2. That's where I will be going if I see any buy. Now, how do I take in consideration the buy? Well, the buy I take in consideration simply if I see price failing this supply zone to the left. So if I see this breaking to the upside, I'll be definitely looking for any buy from here to target price at least all the way up there. So I think that's pretty much it, what we can expect from usdchf. And of course, I say to you guys, we will be looking on the amount of pips or trades we could have taken. So I think if you are someone that trades intraday, because I always try to hold my trades over a few days, I think there could have been some nice potential sells. Like for example, if you would have taken, let's say here, it was pretty much difficult to take any sell, but for example, one trade here or one trade here would have been very nice for a nice 150 pips to the downside, if you were to trade let's say intraday session. So yeah, there were actually pretty nice sell over here. Then let's go to eurusd. I think as I already said, in eurusd there was not much that we could have taken. That was a stop loss. Yeah, at least for me, would have been a stop loss. And going for continuation buy, I'm not sure if any of you guys would have taken this trade for a buy. I would have not taken it personally, but we would have reached a very nice target. And if you would have taken that, let's see, that would have been at least from this zone to this zone around 70 pips. So that's not that bad after all. And then finally, gbpusd, of course, the same thing again. I think gbpusd actually, if you're an intraday trader, there was actually a very, very, very nice setup. So let's see here. So I said that if you break to the upside and then it retraces, all the way down here, I could have taken the buy. But if you are a scalper or intraday trader, look, there were so many buys. One buys here, one buys here, one buys here, one buys here. So pretty much you could have actually taken some very nice trades over 120 pips, so that's not bad either. So you guys can see there are actually plenty of opportunities when you trade, especially intraday with multiple pairs. But regarding average GBP is probably the one I would have taken 100%. And look at this, oh my god, that was beautiful. Check this out. We have this demand zone came to the extreme, price breaks the momentum. As always, I say wait for lower time frame confirmation. That would have been a trade somewhere, let's see, 1 second, round here, right? Okay, and voila, that would have been a very nice trade. So I think, yeah, well, 1 to 9, I would have refined it better for a nice 1 to 10. That would have been definitely very clean. And again, it's like approximately from this low to this high, it's around 45 pips. So that's not bad. You could have also taken the retracement if obviously you are again intraday trader. You guys can see clear break of structure, sell, again sell, again sell. Like guys, that, oh my god, that was crazy. And gold is like literally even pointless to say that because gold was picture perfect. So literally you could have taken a trade based from this zone, right? So you could have placed, if you were to place a pending order, this would have been a very nice outcome. So let's see, yeah, somewhere within this low, and target again 1 to 10, 1 to 15, whatever you guys want to go for. But again, it was very nice. And finally, usdchf. To be honest, usdchf, I don't even think that there was much going on. Oh yeah, you could have tried to take something for a sell, but it was kind of impossible. I don't think I would have personally taken something on that. But you guys know I actually do trade few more pairs as well. So I actually got very nice trade and on other pairs. So yeah, so that's why I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not that I have to take everyday trades because that's not the ultimate goal. And as long as you protect your capital and you grow slowly, that's the most important thing. So yeah, this being said, guys, I think that's wrap out the market outlook of our 3rd consecutive weeks. I truly hope you guys are gaining values from all the videos I'm making for you guys there, because trust me, like the amount of information I'm giving to you, people will, be paying a hell amount of money, and I'm not charging anything. It's everything for free on my channel. You guys can see that. And I don't charge, I don't do mentorship, I don't do one-to-one whatsoever. I'm just doing it because I enjoy sharing with you guys and spread the knowledge across everybody else. Because when I started, I struggled so much. Like I had to go through every single things by my own to understand. 3-4 years now I'm into this, and it's just crazy. So yeah, please make sure that you study a lot. Make sure that you take notes. Don't focus on money. Don't focus on making the cash. I know that's the ultimate goal for all of us, but eventually, if you understand the process, if you understand the journey, everything's gonna start making sense to you. Everything's gonna start to be very clear. And in the meanwhile, if you guys have any question or any comments, just write it down below. I'll be more than happy to help you out with it. So this being said, guys, I'll see you within the next few days. I'm gonna be definitely bringing other content, other trades, background trades, tips and tricks as always. And I'll see you for the next market outlook. Yeah, definitely next Sunday. So this being said, guys, stay safe, stay well, and make sure to protect your capital all the time.